The views and opinions expressed in this program do not necessarily reflect those of Atlanta 24 Community Media, staff, management, and its affiliates. Welcome to Sean Garvey and My Special Guest, the show in which we have one-on-one conversations with the best and brightest influential people in the industry, from community leaders to entertainers and so much more. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Sean Garvey and My Special Guest. Greetings, everybody. Welcome to another great episode of Sean Garvey and My Special Guest. The architect here, Sean Garvey, in the studio with three talented, lovely ladies in the studio with me. The Godmother is a new web series directed and written by Dyansty Smith. You know this young lady sitting next to me. I helped her get her start in radio, and already she's doing big things, and she is joined by Majesty and Bree to talk more about the new web series, The Godmother. Dyansty Smith, welcome to Sean Garvey and My Special Guest. How you doing?
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming through. I cannot wait to talk about the web series with your co-stars. As a person who always watches YouTube and other platforms, I'm always looking for the next big thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? The next big thing, the next drama series, the next comedy series, or what have you. So I'm ready to dive into it. But of course, like I just said, I hope you get your start in radio.
Yes.
You are, of course, with the Black Ink Radio.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. So how is that going, first and foremost, with Black Ink Radio?
Gosh, we have grown and evolved so much. It's just like a family, you know. As you know, I started with Richmo from the ground up since Black Ink Radio was formed, you know, and I was the first podcast on Black Ink Radio. And it's been fantastic. Richmo and I do now live, which you were a part of one of our Black Ink Radio Night Live events that we brought in Jay Styles, and we did the party bus. So we started doing a lot of things on location. I've been with Black Ink Radio now for some years. I think that was like right around or probably after the pandemic started. So I would say maybe 4 or 5 years now that we've been together. And it's been fantastic. We've kind of just grown and evolved into this entertainment family. So we're now doing, like I said, more on-site events like at Cigar City. And now we just found out, I guess it's okay to say, that we're going to do a collaboration with American Idol. And
wait. Well, let's pause it. Are we getting an exclusive for the very first time?
You are.
Wow, okay.
Because we were supposed to be doing the drop and we haven't done it yet. So you are getting an exclusive. So we are excited about that because with the R&B nights, you know, we're bringing in local talent that we see that have what it takes, that invest in themselves. They got the look, they got the stage presence, they got the vocal abilities. And I got to shout out to this young lady to my right. That's how I met her. She is extremely talented vocalist, you know. And as soon as I met her, I was like, I got to talk to her. And I went right to her and grabbed her information. And then she has become a part of our entertainment family. So we are excited about this because the folks that audition to perform on our platform, Black Ink Radio Night Live, well, now the ones that get picked will have a submission into American Idol. So we are very excited about that.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm looking forward.
Wow, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. You know, American Idol is a household tradition. It's more than just a competition show. It's a household tradition, and so just to get that exclusive news here broke on Sean Garvey and my special
How
guest.
about that? How about that? You sure did.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Yeah, and Majesty, of course, like Dyansty mentioned, you are a vocalist yourself, a singer and everything. Can you talk to us about the life of being a singer?
Yes, it has been a very interesting journey. I actually have been in a 25-person band. So, I've gone through a lot of artist development, and, you go through the different levels and everything like that until you reach that point where, there is no competition and people are building with you and they're coming in, they're, assisting you, and you know where to go next. And so that's what I've received with Dynasty, with Black Ink Radio. And so the actual journey itself has been great. It's been a lot of learning. Because you must learn in order to keep on going. But if you stick in there, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it because it starts showing in everything that you do. And so, I'm right there with it.
Yeah, and we got to shout out Go Party Bus.
Yes.
That Dynasty just mentioned a few moments ago. I'm the type of person who lives by the code. Anything that happens on a party bus must stay on a party bus. But we have such a great time being on the party bus. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And next to me is Bree, of course, who is a part of the web series.
Yes.
We're going to talk about the web series. But Bree, talk about how you ran into Dynasty and how you formed that. See, Dynasty is already laughing, so this got to be a very interesting story.
Actually, Dynasty and I met, it was a couple years ago.
That's been longer than
Yeah, it's been a while. Goodness, we met and it was just like her personality alone just kind of drew me in, and we literally have been there.
I know how we met. Too Hot Radio.
Too Hot Radio.
Yeah.
Too Hot Radio.
It was Black Ink Radio and Too Hot Radio.
And I came in for an audition.
She knew me from the beginning.
Nervous as I was,
She sure
they were like,
was.
go ahead, go on in and do it. And I did it, and I got it, and here we are. That was from day one, and we've been rocking and rolling with it since. And yeah, she knows how to get things done, make it happen. So I'm on for the ride because it's good things to come from this.
Yeah.
This is just the beginning. We haven't even hit the tip of the iceberg.
No, and wait till you start seeing as things start to heat up with the series.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been amazing to watch everybody grow, as a cast, as a family, and their characters. And, we'll talk about kind of how I direct and how I write. And it allows each character to really develop themselves, to some degree, and own and be that person.
Yeah.
One thing I will say that I love about Dynasty and her projects is she is not afraid to jump out there and grab someone. If she sees someone, she's interested in, she's like, hey, you want to do this? She will grab someone. She could walk outside right now. She will grab someone and have them, come on.
Hey, man, you better be careful. We're in Atlanta now.
This is the person that should be listening like, hey.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to just grab just anybody. We are in Atlanta.
So far, she has a discernment about these types of things, and so far she has done a magnificent job with the cast. Like, we literally have all just kind of met randomly and gradually we just all become a family. It's really been a good
And it's
journey.
crazy how that happens. And as she's saying that, like, the young man that plays my son, I met him at Cheesecake Factory.
The storyline is wild.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, we about to go deep right now to this storyline behind the web series, The Godmother.
Yes.
Okay, The Godmother. When I think of The Godmother, I think of The Godfather.
Correct.
Right. And talk about that. Is it somewhat similar to
There's
The
a
Godfather?
similarity, not exactly. So, I'm from New Jersey, and I grew up around Italians, right? So, and I had to shout out to Sharif Murphy, because again, it's just all about meeting people, and they open those doors for you and tap into those talents that you had that maybe you didn't even know you had, you know, like acting. Now acting, he was like, I think you can act, and I was just like, oh, okay, if you say so, you know. And then that evolved into, he said, I think you could do your own thing. And so I started writing a storyline because I am a songwriter, right? So the premises of it and the story behind it is because I know a lot about Atlantic City and the city government and some of the true story about how a lot of money has come into the city of Atlantic City, and with politics and all that, a lot of the people in the community didn't really benefit from that heyday of Atlantic City when the casinos was really booming. And, you know, there weren't other casinos on the East Coast. It was Atlantic City really and Vegas. So I knew a lot because my family was in also city government. And, you know, my aunt was in NAACP in politics, and my cousin, you know, was the mayor. So I started and I was growing up into that, you know, and learning some of the things that didn't benefit the city. So Godmother is named after my mother, may she rest in heaven, Karen White. She's beautiful, strong woman, classy. So this woman is very influential in the community. She has political ties, but she's not in politics. So the main character which I play is Karen White, and she runs a business managing consulting firm. So then she has a godson. So that's where the godmother kind of came in. She has a godson and a biological son. And she pretty much helped raise the godson, not totally, because her friend is why she's the godmother to him. And so her son, biological son, and her godson are very tight. So they basically grew up together. So what happened is she has a very antagonistic relationship with the governor. So if you guys know anything about the governor of New Jersey, previously he was a trip to deal with. So they have this, you know, and she don't back down from nobody. So he knows that she has those political ties and can influence voting, you know, with city council. So he wants to be, you know, he got that political influence. He wants to fatten up his friends' pockets and do new developments and stuff, but it's not benefiting the people of the community. So everything kind of kicks off. He decides that he's going to play dirty because he kind of plays a little shady on the shady side. So he's really going after her son to try to sway her to influence the council people to vote in favor of a project that he wants to get done for him and his partners, right? So things kick off because in the first scene, it opens up, you know, they're at a club scene and everybody, you're kind of getting introduced to the main characters. Rich Mo, you know, Rich Mo just been in just about everything that I love Rich Mo. He is just, that's my ride or die, you know. Rich Mo been in, I mean, since we started working at Blackie Radio together, we just been thick as thieves, and he's in my music videos. He's like, oh no, I gotta be in that video. And then when Godmother came about, he was like, oh no, I gotta be in this. So of course I had casted him in, and he's been one of the main characters as well. And it's been phenomenal, but you get introduced to, he plays Coach Mack. You get introduced, his cousin, Bishop plays Angelo. You get to see some different cameo. Lucy Litt, comedian, she's in it. I mean, everybody that you pretty much would see around me in different events, we're all together. If it ain't all of us, it's some of us.
Right.
And you're going to start seeing us out more. We're really bringing this to the street. You know, we're showing up. We're going to be at basketball games. You're going to see us. There's different mixer networking events coming up. We're going to be there. You know, if it ain't all of us, it's going to be some of us representing.
Yeah.
So we're doing an independent movement. You know what I'm saying? It's independent to me now is the way to go. You know, I tell my cast, we have an all-star cast because everyone in Godmother is a star. And we are artists and comedians and actors and actresses, and we are pushing, I want people to see these folks shine, you know, and God has blessed me with the ability to be able to do that, and in the resources, in the relationships to be able to do that. So on my little independent budget, but also through relationships, because when people believe in what you're doing, they support you. And they'll say, well, Dyansty, what you need? What you need? You need to do this, you need to do that, you know, and I'm like, wow, thank you so much. So how you treat people, how you deal with and you move through life goes a long way.
Yeah.
And a lot of things have been given to me and been made available to me because of that, because of the person that, you know, thank God I've been blessed to be, that my parents raised me to be, and it has attracted like-minded people, you know. So Godmother's gonna keep you at every ending on the edge of your seat. So we are really like 3 episodes in. We just haven't dropped episode 2 yet. There's a couple scenes I'm waiting on my guy to finish editing, and then we're gonna drop episode 2, and then we're 3 scenes away from finishing episode 3. So what I wanted to crawl before I walked. I had the opportunity to put it on Tubi, but I wanted to control how I wanted to present this. And I said, and then if somebody likes it and they want to come put some more funds behind it, come on. But and the cast has grown. We are at 17 strong and growing. Every time more people find out, they're like, I want to be, can I get it? Can I be there? So I'm like, okay, I got to finish. You know, we still got about 4 or 5 more episodes before the climax of it. And every time we shoot, I'm excited because it's just, man, when I start really seeing them bring the acting to life and all the characters, and I'm just like, my mind is just going, I can't even sleep because I'm excited about the next episode. Yeah. You know, the next season.
Yeah, see, you just gave everybody a spoonful. Not a teaspoon, a spoonful of why people got to check out this web series, The Godmother. So, in a nutshell, basically, this is a political drama. To some extent, to some degree, where it is also based on actual events.
Yes.
Yes. Which makes it even more provocative.
Yes.
Which makes it even more cooler. And I like that.
Yeah.
So people are gonna see some suspense.
Right.
Some.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, some comic relief.
We got some comedic elements. And I'll tell you, I do some stuff on the fly, and I'm like, I want to. This have a little comedic element right here, and I'm like, I want you to come in and do this, you know. And it does have an Italian influence because of where I grew up and what I was around. And I ain't gonna lie, I always had that little fondness of watching those mob movies, Godfather, the Corleones and Michael Corleone, you know, and I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse, you know. So that organized crime, but the classiness, you know, when you see they wearing suits, you know, they classy now. Yeah. So, and I love that classy and actually we're gonna be shooting, and hopefully you can come out. We're going to be shooting Mirror Mirror at Cigar City, and it is that look. It's that Italian kind of mafia style. That's how we coming in, almost like Harlem Nights. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember with Eddie Murphy? Yeah. So that's the look that I'm going for.
You know, you may be on to something with the similarities between The Godmother and The Godfather, because it makes me think of the Rocky series.
Okay.
You know, and Creed, and where that whole franchise started from the Rocky movies and stuff, and just continuing on that legacy.
Yeah, and with this, that's my vision. Like, this is the short web series, but it could evolve into a continuous, like another season, like doing seasons. Yeah. So this is, I mean, just imagine, you know, being able to add more resources behind it, you know. Just with the relationships I have, like, I got an idea for a scene on the boat, and that's because I got friends that got a boat. You know what I'm saying? So they got access to boats. So I'm like, So we can, you know, then I got some friends in business that like, you know, you want this type of guy or that type of guy, and I'm like, I got something for you, you know. So it's just interesting how, you know, and then when I watch movies, I'm a movie buff, you know, so when I'm watching, I'm looking at the authenticity, and I'm looking at, do I believe this person in the character? But I mean, I would love, one of the conversations we had in one of our interviews, I asked, it was like 7 of us there, and I asked them, well, one of the questions was asked of them where they would like to see their character go. And then it was amazing, the responses, because then it was backstories. Like, it could be the backstory on Queen, it could be the backstory on Leah. You know, like, it gets more, and that evolves into seasons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you got, because there's now more layers to it, you
Right.
know, to get to know. And I want people to fall in love with characters. You know how you like, Leah, that's my girl, I like her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I'm like, Queen, oh, that's my girl, because I'll be like her. You know, about, you know, it's just, they have their characters that they fall in love with.
And also, not just only seasons, but spin-offs.
Oh
as
my
well.
God.
This,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
spin-offs,
Yeah.
right? Who doesn't
Yeah.
love a spin-off?
I love a spin-off. Don't you love a spin-off?
Yeah, you get your own show. You get your own show. You get your own show.
That'd be outstanding.
Now, Majesty, let's go over to you. You play a very important role in the
Yes.
web series. You play the mother?
I play Queen.
You play Queen. Okay, talk to us about
the
Queen.
actual studio owner.
Okay.
Yes, and so I'm the studio owner. I also have a very tight-knit relationship with Tyler. Very favorable. Let's just say that.
His girlfriend like, girl, you
I'm
better.
trying to watch my words here. But to an extent that I'm ready to pull arms out when, you know, everything goes down and he gets to missing. So,
Ooh.
but
Oh,
yeah, let
yeah.
me not
Yeah.
get too much.
Yeah.
But yes,
I heard stories in real life about that. Like some shadiness that tend to go on behind the scenes in those
Yes.
particular environments. So it can get very turned up.
Yeah, Queen definitely gives those vibes of the ride or die,
Mhm.
the person that you want in your corner that you may not even know may be packing. But
I mean, and it's okay to give a little bit, you know, like she comes in and she's like, not my baby, you know, because there's a scene where we're talking about, we're all just kind of getting wind of Tyler being missing. Well, I know already, right? If you watch the club scene, I'm not in that scene. So the scene that I'm in, so I broke down the pilot in the first episode into 3 scenes and commentary so that people could get in clear understanding of what is going on, right, and where we're going. So even if they wanted to go back, you know, as we release episodes and release some of the sizzles and the clips and stuff, so we've been dropping little bit here and there, right?
Yeah.
And they can go back and see, oh, that's okay, I got it now, you know.
Mhm.
So like it's that scene where, you know, you got the classy stuff, but then you got the ones that's ready to go, you know, get down, and then they start pulling out guns, and you know, this is
Yeah.
like, and so she's that way, and then she works with Rock, you know, running the studio as well. So, and that's where you see I dropped the kind of FBI scene, and shout out to Lester Green who nailed that role to the qual. I went to auditions, and I tell you, I've been so blessed. Too Hot Radio invited me out to come see some auditions, and I watched 84 auditions. And then they took me to a panel discussion where I was there with Patrick Duggar from Tyler Perry Studios, Dennis, what's that, McDonald, I believe, from Bad Boys, that played Reggie. That beat everybody up at the end, right? So, and I was just like in awe because I didn't know I was going to be whisked into this next room on this stage with these people who have way more experience in this business than me, and I'm listening to their stories, and
Right.
they didn't think they were going to be on this path of being. And look how successful he ran for that role, and now he's a part of a franchise, you know. And he still, to me, has that same kind of demeanor in person, kind of laid back, you know. So I had to tell him. I said before I left, I said I would be remiss if I didn't tell you before I left here. You did that. He started cracking up. But I met his manager. She's from up north, and we vibed, so we exchanged information. And I was like, well, whenever y'all in town, you know, she said, yeah, we got to get together. We got to do something, you know. So it's just, I mean, sometimes I think people may think a lot of people are standoffish, and there may be some, but these people were not. You know, everybody in the room was full of information and sharing and networking and, you know, wanting to talk, you know. So it was just an amazing experience for me, and the people in the audience were asking me questions, and I'm just like, wow. You know, I'm sitting in this chair with these people next to me, you know, and I'm just like, blown away. It was just
Yeah.
like an aha moment for me. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
What about you? What about you, Bree? Like, talk to us about your part in the web series.
Well, I am Leah. Tyler is my boyfriend, and I guess at some point I become the girlfriend that is just in a frenzy because
Oh, you one of those.
yeah, I mean he's missing now at this point, so I don't know what to do. We don't know where he is, and the only thing we know to do is we need to go and tell the godmother. So. Because she gets things done, she gets things handled.
Yeah.
So, that's the go-to person.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the phone call when you watch the club scene at the very end and you see the skyline of Atlanta and the phone rings in the night sky.
Mm-hmm.
And it's Angelo calling me. And it's so funny when we recorded that, I was at my house, he was at his house, and I was like, we gotta get this done.
Yeah.
And he's like, he called, he rings the phone, and I'm sitting back on the bed, like I gotta act like I'm asleep and it's late night, and I'm like, what's up, Angelo? He's like, I'm sorry to bother you, it's late, Tyler's missing, and that's when it cuts. It was like, and I just go, like you hear this breath, like, and then that's what kicks everything in motion.
Yeah.
That very scene leaves you wondering, like, okay, wait, on the edge of the seat, what's next?
Right,
That's
what
the cliffhanger.
And
Yeah.
every scene, and you'll see we leaked the clip, we dropped the clip with Mirror Mirror, which is one of my new songs that what you heard the other night.
Yeah.
With Jay Styles produced, shout out to Jay. You'll see, and there's a clip also where me and Rich Mo, we have a masquerade dinner scene, and we are leaving, and it's all these different people. You got the FBI agents that's showing up at the scene, at the party, and you're supposed to be there, but they got their mask on, and you got everybody. So I like the mystery of that scene. So at the end of it, I have this kind of like heated discussion with my son who didn't make it, Jordan, to the actual party, but because he's bugging out because his brother's missing. Like, my brother's missing, and he ain't, and now I gotta rein him in, so now I gotta, and it was such a trip when we shot that scene. Everybody thought, some people thought we was really arguing, right? Because it was intense, but it was dope, right? And so then, not shortly after that, it's just me and Coach Mac, which is Rich Mo, and then that guy that had something to do, Chance, is always working around, and he was at the party too. So we go and we pick up this mask because we hear this noise, and we pick up the mask, and me and Rich Mo are like, oh, okay, like, all right, and Rich Mo go, I know who this belongs to, and then it cuts. So it's just like every time it's gonna be that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I think you're giving too much away.
No, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not. Trust me, I'm not.
I'm just joking. But you definitely want people to check out the web series, The Godmother, and they can watch The Godmother where?
On YouTube.
Hey!
On YouTube, on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I didn't want to go to, like I said, I wanted to crawl before I walk. So we're just putting, and I haven't given, because we dropped these scenes.
Yeah.
So we've dropped these scenes, so it's okay. So we're not doing the spoilers. So, but you will see those scenes and clips. You can go see them on YouTube, which is Dyansty Creative Media on YouTube, and you can check out some of the little clips that we got. You can check out all the pilot and commentary, but we coming. We coming.
Yeah. So what's next for everyone? What's next for Dyansty, Majesty, and Bree? What's next for all of you?
Well, the sky is never the limit.
I like that. I like that quote.
I'm honestly, I will say, of course, I'm like she had said earlier, I do music. I'm very tapped in with them and Black Ink Radio as well, with anything that they have dealing with anything musical. But as far as wherever Dyansty wants to take this thing, is where we're gonna be. Because she's like that. She has a spice about her to where, like, this is her all the time.
Oh, trust me, she
all the time. So like, and it's a pleasure to be around it, just because I was one that I was not too sure as to where I fit with acting at the beginning. And when you're introduced to someone that sees something in you that you may not have caught,
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool thing to watch, and just the whole process of everything. So, it's a joy to be here and to go on the ride.
And where can people follow you?
At Official Majesty, Majsty, on all platforms.
All right now, okay. And Bree, what about you?
Well, like Magic said, the sky's the limit. Initially, I was one that was not into acting. I was more so, hey, I'm willing to help and do anything behind the scenes, but just not in front of the camera. And Dyansty actually I'm not gonna say she actually pulled me out of that. And because she's just always been a person like, hey, you need me to show up for you, she's always that person. So in return, it's like, how can you not show up for her? When she asks, when she come calling, hey, I'm there. So,
Yeah, I want to make you an offer you can't refuse.
hey, so when the Godmother calls, it's just like, hey, I'm there. That's what it is. So they say it all starts, with the good foundation and, leadership as well. So for her to be both, once again, sky's the limit. So I'm on for the ride. I'm ready.
All right, social media?
It is Brianna Suzette at Brianna Suzette _ So BreannaSuZette _
All right. And of course, once again, YouTube channel, Dyansty Smith, the Godmother.
Creative media. So what's coming up next? Several things. As we know, we have Black Ink Radio Night Live, R&B nights every last Thursday at Cigar City. Of course, dropping more episodes of Godmother. I'm about to shoot my virtual video for One and Only. And then we get ready to shoot the video for Mirror Mirror in September at Cigar City. Of course, I always had my Celebrate the Season event. This will be my 6th year doing that. And I just got off the phone as I was coming in that there's for some select women, we're going to have my first Dynasty's Destination retreat. And lady was sending me a beautiful picture of this glass pool that is gorgeous. So it's sorry guys, it's only for the ladies. And also some music and mixers that I've been in talks with Hampton Inn and off of Mansell about doing some music mixers for professionals to also enjoy R&B and also get interviewed live on the radio to talk about who they are and what they do in front of. So everything I pretty much try to mix the professional aspects as well as, the entertainment aspect of it. So a lot of things I'm excited, sometimes I'm figuring out like how I'm gonna get all this in, but it's been fantastic, and to see, as Brianna was saying, to see the growth in everybody as we're shooting more and more, you get more comfortable in your role, right?
Yeah.
So, and really quickly, I'll say what I do. I give a scene summary, and I have a one-on-one conversation with them, and that's how they come to life with their roles. I don't do scripts. I don't, because I don't want people trying to remember lines. I need it to
Oh,
be
this is just straight improv.
I need it to be authentic.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, so they get a
That's
scene summary, they have a one-on-one conversation with me about what's expected, and then of course I'm directing the scene. But and to Bree's point, it is a family, not just when we're together doing work. If it's birthdays, if it's like King just had a birthday, I was there for his birthday. I was there when he got married. It's just different. I really this is my family, here in Atlanta. So if I can be there, for the different events, the special occasions that you got going on and you invite me, I'm going to try to get there, because this is my family.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So you can find me. As you mentioned, YouTube is the Dyansty, Ms. Dyansty Media is the YouTube channel. And then I'm on all platforms, Dyansty Smith. The only place that is DYNASTI 55 on Instagram, but everything else is Dyansty Smith. But yeah, you can find all that stuff there.
There you go. There you go. The Godmother, ladies and gentlemen, Dyansty Smith, Majesty, and Bree, right here on Sean Garvey as my special guest. Don't go anywhere, or they're gonna come and find you.